All right, welcome back to Morning Live, and you're aware that Liverpool are trying to really run away with this title, but Manchester City, you know their caliber, they won't allow these guys to really go away and win the title. So the race is very tight, and this, I must say, will go to the wire. In studio, I'm joined by Gregory Mulemi, a sports analyst, and of course, Stephen Ayo, another sports analyst who will be now taking us through. As much as the Liverpool fans, my friends, you guys have to be objective. You have to understand the fact. I know you have pressure. You have pressure. It's there. But again, karibuni, guys.
Thank you. That was Navi.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll start with you, Greg. That race, I want you to be very objective. I know you're a Liverpool fan, my brother, but please, who do you think will go with this? Now, you guys are leading. Liverpool is leading. Man City is kind of have the pedigree. But people are asking, will Liverpool, do they know how to win titles? Will they win this time around?
Everything has a beginning, to be honest. And if you look at the game versus Tottenham on Sunday, it was a game that everyone knew that a result could go either way because both teams have a pedigree and can pick a result anywhere, any day. But then if you look at the 80 minutes of that match, it seemed that it had slipped away from Liverpool. But then, as we say, luck also helps in some way, because Liverpool have picked 6 points through luck this season, and that, I think, is something that can help them build onto the title race.
What's your opinion, Ayo? Man City is scary, man. I know those guys. They can chase you to the end. So what do you think?
I think they're the scariest team there is right now in the world.
It's true.
On their day,
very scary, by the way.
They can beat you 5, 6, 7 nil and all that. Yeah, we saw it against Fulham. I think the first 30 minutes they were already leading 2-0. But somehow along the way they lost the steam and the gas on their feet, and it ended up that 2-0. They didn't even add goals. So it also shows you that if they are not doing it early enough, then they probably won't do it at the end of it. So I think for them, the best thing so far for them is that they are killing games early. And the moment you go 2-0 up and you are playing against Man City, even you are like, let's park the bus. You don't want to press forward. But the moment you take them right down to the wire, 90 minutes, we've seen it with the likes of Crystal Palace, Leicester, winning at the end of the game. So I think for them it's just a case of, if they win all their remaining matches, they'll be champions. If Liverpool win all their remaining matches, they'll be champions, because I don't see Man City winning all their remaining matches.
When you look at Ayo, there's some tension. I think, ile tension ya, wow, I'm not so confident. It's like, you know very well Manu is going to play Barcelona. You know what is happening in Manu's fans' minds right now?
They're like, you just need a little bit of luck.
We're not sure, because even PSG, it was kind of, you know what I mean? Like, hey, we beat PSG, wow. You know that meaning, I'm a Manu fan, man, I feel it. But the thing is...
Now, in this situation, we have to admit it, like Sunday's match, game was very nervy. You could see the Liverpool assistant manager really, he wetted his pants. It shows you that,
I know.
The guys on the touchline are really feeling it. They're feeling the heat, and now it's closing to the business end of the season, and people are tired. The mind is tired. Everyone just wants this thing to go away. But then, if you look at Man City, they're a very brilliant side. To be honest, they're not giving it away. Look at how they played versus Fulham. They made sure they did the business early on in the first half before they tried the game management, which they are very good at. But you look at their run of fixtures. They're playing. They also have very tricky fixtures coming up. They're playing Cardiff. Then they'll face Tottenham in a triple header. They'll play them thrice. They'll also face a difficult side in Crystal Palace, whom we know that they're the only side to have beaten Manchester City at the Etihad. And then they'll also face Leicester City, whom we know.
So you're happy?
Somehow it gives a Liverpool fan
and
hope.
also the fact that now Leicester also in a good run.
It gives them hope. But then you don't know what other teams have in store for Liverpool. They're facing a Southampton side on 33 points. They're facing also fighting relegation. So it's a seesaw that we don't know how it will end, and it's one of the most interesting run into
it's very tight.
I think so. Where we are right now, it's all about mental strength. It's all about who can hold their nerves when reality sinks, when you are pushed to the edge. And if you look at I think this is why I keep thinking that it's coming home, you know. Look at the game against Everton.
Look at this guy.
Look at the game against Everton. That Origi goal. Last minute, like the final kick of the game.
And then headed it.
Pickford literally just plucked the ball from outside and put it into Origi's head, and you know that happened. 3 points. Look at Tottenham. That's a game that Liverpool could have easily lost.
Okay,
they won. Look at the game against Burnley, where Liverpool, obviously, you know, the first goal was very controversial, and they came from behind. It doesn't happen often against Burnley. So there are all those right signs, obviously, that point to Liverpool fans that, you know, this could be the season. We are not saying that it's done and dusted. We are saying that at least this time round, there's that solidity. If you look at the defense, if you just look at the whole team, if you look at the spirit, the pressure is not there. There's no longer Gerrard there to go, you know, crying and shedding tears and saying, we'll go again.
I swear that Dembaba goal, that's what cost you actually. Like, anyway, yes.
Yeah, so I think so far, everything just looks a bit more compact, because Liverpool have been there now twice, with BR, Brendan Rodgers, and now with Klopp, this is the second time.
Benitez.
Yeah, Benitez also.
There.
Yeah, so you guys have the finishing power is what lacks. But now, how many games to go now?
We have 7 games to go.
How many?
7.
8.
Yeah. Liverpool actually they have 6 games.
6 games to
Man City
go.
7.
Wow, 6 games to go to the title, and trust me, this is where now the most difficult time comes in, even mentally. The likes of course, Salah, the likes of Mane, these key players for Liverpool. Sometimes, Greg, do you think these guys crack under pressure? Because we see so many times these guys, when they're supposed to perform. That's, for example, maybe you have a match against, let's say, a weaker team coming soon. Which weaker team?
Southampton.
Southampton. Yeah. Match against Southampton, you guys can be whipped.
Yeah, there's a possibility. It reminds me of the La Liga match I watched between bottom place Huesca versus Real Madrid.
Okay.
They had they had to hold their nerves for 89 good minutes before Benzema scored the winner. So it also takes toll on these players in that when you're really trying to get this result, but then things are not it's not just ticking in the right boxes. You look at Liverpool, sometimes when they lost the title to Manchester City, that was during Brendan Rodgers' era.
15-16.
2015-16 season. You could clearly see there was an element of panic in the players, especially in the match they drew 3-3 with the Crystal Palace. And then there's a game they won versus, I remember it was Sunderland. Yeah, it was a Navi ending to the match. You could see Sturridge and Suarez hurling words at each other. So pressure was there. But if you look at this Liverpool side this time round, I think these boys, after that crescendo, they're trying to make sure that it doesn't get into their heads. And if you look at Mane, he really wants to win this.
I think it's just a case of now players enjoying themselves. The manager Klopp always says pressure's on me. For the players, you just have to go to that field and just perform.
The African angle on that team, Liverpool, when you see these guys will be in the African Cup of Nations, when you see Salah, when you see Mane, you know the African player that's in the first Naby Keita. Absolutely. Now these guys will be playing the AFCON, and trust me, after EPL we have AFCON. Now the quality of AFCON also will they determine the quality of AFCON, because now EPL players, winners, will be coming over to Africa, home ground, to square out with the other boys, the likes of Victor Wanyama.
You remember in 2007, all eyes on Didier Drogba and Samuel Eto'o in that final that really stretched. So
it's true.
The quality of AFCON, the quality of African football is clearly on the rise. If you look right now, we have how many potential EPL winners from Africa? We have Naby Keita, we have Sadio Mane, we have Mohamed Salah, we have Riyad Mahrez.
It's good now you're factoring in Manchester City. Now it goes via. Now I know the angle now.
We're Africa, man. We're talking Africa.
It shows you that there is something positive about African football right now. Even you look at the rest of top 4. We have Alex Iwobi, we have Eric Bailly on the other side. So it means that the pedigree of African football
is growing. It's growing big time.
It's growing, and in June we might be seeing one of the best tournaments ever.
Absolutely. Now, Steve, when you talk about the coach himself. He's been one of the coaches who's experienced also.
Which coach?
Of course, your coach.
He's talking about
Zoo FC coach. Zucaricho coach.
Now Liverpool,
yes,
and to be specific, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Now, he's one guy who's gone through so much, but he's really tried with Bundesliga with the likes of Borussia Dortmund, and he knows how to win leagues and matches. So do you think maybe when he came into the EPL, he said he's a normal one? The normal one.
Quite normal. Yeah.
Absolutely. So do you think he's ready? Because sometimes, man, I see this guy at the touchline. Wow, this guy is tensed.
Yeah.
And the words he's hurling at his players, sometimes he wants to come in and even slap a player for a mistake. Do you think that pressure will actually get a toll on him?
I think it's just his personality. From back in the days when he was playing football as a midfielder, he was just one of these go happy kind of people. So it's just his personality that he brings on the touchline, which is really good for players. I think it bodes in well. If I'm a player and I've done well on the pitch and I'm getting out of the pitch and I'm getting all these hugs and high fives from my managers, I feel like I've done something on the pitch.
But Klopp has this chemistry with the players also.
Yeah.
You see the way they celebrate. I've never seen another. Maybe Conte is crazy sometimes. Yeah, I know that. But look at the passion sometimes when he wins. He comes into the pitch, hugs all the players. Sometimes he forgets even hugs the opposition players. Yeah. So the passion itself.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's just his personality, and it's something that I think most of the players, when he started working at Mainz in the Bundesliga and also at Dortmund and now at Liverpool, it's just a manager you want to manage you. And I think that is why, if you look over time, the kind of players that he's been signing, they're not world class as such. They're just above average players, a 7 out of 10. But now because of the personality that he brings into them, the friendship, because he doesn't just talk to you about football. He wants to know about your family. He wants to know about your life generally. Your
well-being.
So generally, when you go to that pitch, you say, I'm going to play for that man. And he knows so much. 1,000%. How much Liverpool have been waiting for the Premier League title.
I hear Mourinho can tell you, I don't care about your life. Is your baby sick? Go.
It's man management.
It is man management. Mourinho, I hear, is a
poor
human factor.
He wants results.
Ili kwa Kiswahili unasema utu. He doesn't care what is happening to you outside the pitch. He only cares for you guys to perform.
Rafa Benitez is also the same.
The same guy.
Same guy.
You're sick. What do you mean you're sick? What are you doing?
Your wife is in labor. No. That's not my problem. That's why Alonso left Liverpool for
Real Madrid. Wow.
They won the FA Cup in 2006. After that tense Navi penalty shootout. Instead of congratulating the players, instead of congratulating the players, took a cab and went home.
So you can imagine, man on management. You see, when these managers come in, sometimes we think these are just football managers. They're just there for the tactics and everything. The human factor. Trust me, when Money was wedding, this guy came back to Africa, to Senegal, to wed. Now he told Klopp, I'm going to wed. Klopp told him, will you be staying with your wife here in London? When he told him, I've been staying with my wife all along. Only that I'm just going to formalize things because they're Muslims. Now Klopp asked him, how come you're a Muslim and you're staying with your wife before wedding? The man said, no, he used to come and visit. Now, you see now, from the questions, we saw Klopp kind of trying to find out more about money. And he told him, unfortunately, I can't come to the wedding. So, still, look at this chemistry between the coach and the players. Do you think that's why Liverpool, in fact, is almost going to win this title, Greg?
Yeah, I think it also because the coach has tried and understand his players. If you look at him, he knows the personality of each and every player. Regardless of your situation, he'll try and make sure that you are a champion. The same thing Alex Ferguson used to do with his United side during his days. To make you... The likes of Nicky Butt, O'Shea...
The average players.
Very average players.
But
then
everyone
thought they were superstars. He wants to make sure that he pushes you to the limit. Benitez says that there's always a difference between quality and hard work.
Okay.
If you put in hard work and dedication, then you get the results.
Yes,
and you can have quality like Ben Arfa and not utilize it fully.
Where is he by the way? He's in France.
Somewhere in France.
Anatesa by the way.
But I think walipiga Arsenal juzi.
Anatesa.
Rennes, eh?
Yes.
Anyway, Arsenal fans, you're sorry about that. Anyway, now let's talk about City. Yeah, you know, you've talked about Liverpool. Thank God it's ended. Let's talk about City.
Never ends until the title.
So,
yeah.
Oh, you only on your dreams. Anyway, City, I'm afraid of City personally. As I'm a new fan, I'm afraid of City. And trust me, anyone's meeting City, you know what it means. Those guys can whip you badly. On a good day, they'll finish you. Do you think they have the pedigree to kind of shake Liverpool a little bit?
They're the reigning champions, defending champions.
They know how to win.
Yeah, they've not won a lot of titles before. So, you know, it's now that City are trying to make history because they don't have history, man. Their history has been, you know, we were 6th, we were 8th, we were relegated at some point in time. So right now they're trying to put Manchester City as the club in England because over the years we've seen, you know, they've always been playing under the shadows of Manchester United and all the other actually Manchester clubs and Merseyside clubs and London clubs and all that. So they have everything since the Sheikhs came into the club. Right now, you know, they poured money into that club and now they're just trying to establish themselves as one of the top clubs in Europe. Already they're almost there. But until, let's say, you even win back-to-back Premier League titles, until you win the Champions League, then you'll always just be, you know, playing second fiddle to the likes of Liverpool, who've done it 5 times, the likes of Manchester, who've done it 3 times, the likes of Real, who've done it over 10 times. So they have to, I think they're taking the right steps to be among the top clubs. Because right now, any player actually will want to go and play for Manchester City because you will get the money and also the Guardiola factor. You know, Guardiola improves you. Guardiola shows you tactics that you never even knew of, as far as, you know, your football knowledge is concerned. So I think they're on the right path. They can beat any team in the world right now, if you ask me. Any team. Any team in the world. They are that good. And you look at the caliber players they have. Man City is just everything. And
so when I tell you I fear Manchester City, I fear these guys. Now, Greg, sustainability. You know, at the end of the day, we have to accept that people get old. De Bruyne is now injured left, right, center. He's on and off. Will they sustain what they have? I know we have the players like Zinchenko. These are young players who are coming up at Manchester City. But sustainability, will Pep have the art of now maintaining that winning spirit?
Yeah, he can, but it also depends with the FIFA financial regulations.
Because they have money.
They have money, but if they get banned from signing players in the next few windows, then it will be difficult.
Like Chelsea.
You look at like Chelsea are in deep problems. You look at City, they have players who are coming of age, the likes of Fernandinho, Vincent Kompany. Those are Aguero is also in his.
Most of the players actually right now are on their peak. So you're giving them like another 2 seasons.
Then they'll need. But then you look at the academy. It has quite some good players. Look like Mark Foden, one of the brightest talents in England right now. It's Phil Foden. I'm confusing with the Sunderland Mark Foden.
I was wondering, I don't know him.
Now, those are some of the players whom we say that they might be useful to Man City in future. But then I'm not sure if Pep Guardiola will stay there. Don't take away the Juventus talk.
Anyway, let's see how it goes. We're winding this up, but we can't touch the local soccer, man. What happens to FC Liverpool? What happened to FC Liverpool?
They lost.
They were beaten against Bungoma Superpowers.
A team that had to come via Matatu versus a Leopard side that had camped in Kakamega for, I don't know, 5 days. No, they just went via. But then I think the problem in the FC Leopards is now becoming mental. It's not about the results on the ground. In that they have good players, but losing a lot has made the players lose some confidence. But they lost honorably. They lost via penalties after a 1-1 draw. But remember, Bungoma Superstars is the same team that eliminated Sofapaka in the round of 32 of the FKF Shield.
They reached the last 8 last season.
Yes, they reached the last 8. They are leading in
the Shield.
FKF Division 1. Is it Zone B or A? They are leading.
So soon maybe we might be seeing them coming.
Yes, they might be coming in the NSL maybe in a few
Those
seasons.
boys love playing football.
Yeah, and they're local boys who they don't take a paycheck.
Yeah, wow. The problem is we have majority of our local boys in these leagues, but when they figure this level now,
Booty.
yeah, the paycheck aspect comes in and it distracts them big time. Anyway, Gor Mahia beat Sharks. I thought maybe because of the fatigue and everything. Wow, that was good.
Squad rotation. I think Octay has done really good with that. Yeah, they have quality depth. But I was impressed with one kid, Nicholas Omondi, making his debut for Kariobangi Sharks from Kibera Black Stars.
That was that's match
huge.
Yeah. He played against Tusker.
Yeah.
I think was the most outstanding star on that.
He's making a mark. 17 years old.
Yeah, I've seen him play the NSL and he's good.
17 years old. He's one of the boys to watch in the future.
Okay.
But there was only one highlight in the match whereby the stewards roughed up a member of the technical bench from Kariobangi Sharks.
What happened?
He was roughed up by the stewards, a member of the technical bench.
What happened? It's exchange of words and everything.
Yeah, but then they stormed the pitch. It's not really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think those are some of the things that we really need to stamp out.
Pressure of winning, man. Yeah. Pressure of winning.
Thank you so much
for coming. It's not excusable anyway.
Yeah, it's not, of course. Hooliganism in our sport is actually out. Banned, kabisa. Thanks so much for guys for coming, and we hope now that the fact that Liverpool are kind of kileleni pale, you'll maintain. And trust me, you will come back here again when Liverpool is actually losing this title. My name is Nick Mudimba. Have yourself a great day. And of course, Jason Moon is coming up next with Full Circle.